I don't know. I don't get it. I was gonna start playing with my chest hair and I decided against it. How is everybody doing? Top of the morning, evening, afternoon, and good night to one and all. It is outside of society, and this already feels good. So, I say just own up to it. You know. Honestly, older that I get, my boobs get a little bit more saggy. It's not even fat; they're just sagging. How's everybody doing?
Wonderful. About yourself.
You're doing yourself. That actually feels pretty good on the back, not gonna lie. That is nice. You know, I also notice the older that I get more
back hair?
Back hair.
Yep.
Yeah, you too?
Wider and never had hair here.
Yeah, I turned my head today after the shower. I was like, what is that? I wanted to shave my shoulders. My shoulders. My shoulders, bro.
I never had hair on my shoulders. Now,
and it's not even like sporadic. It's literally my whole shoulder. And then I got
I only have.
Look at it kind of looks like it looks like, you see the holes? So it's like a hole.
Almost like an X.
Yeah, or like a skull and crossbone.
Ooh, yeah. I see it.
Yeah.
I see it, yeah.
Kind of like a pirate.
You see it, right?
Arr.
Yeah.
Arr. Just spruce this up a little bit here.
The pink suits you.
Well, it should. It's his.
You know what I mean.
This little ensemble, it really does it for me. I'm not gonna lie.
So Jay, is this another coming out video? Is this another coming out video?
Oh, I came out. You just didn't see it. Almost
no. I saw it. I'm just saying, like, it's another.
I don't know how unacceptable this could be because it almost looks like I have A-size titties. I do look kind of jacked, like my shoulders look big.
Yeah. I think that's why most people wear those wife beaters so tight. The ones that the guys at the gym that wear them like that. So it looks like you're bigger than what you really are.
Yeah, jacked, but still very feminine. I mean,
see what I want to do now is I just want to go outside and get a tan line like this.
Yeah, you are the only person in here that has that opportunity. I mean, I can't get a tan line, even if I try.
Well, you can always go to a tanning bed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done it once. It's weird.
I've never done it.
If you do it here, the stuff under the tank top will be darker than the other stuff. So
the level of comfort my breasts feel right now are phenomenal, by the way. I just want to put it out there that whatever breast you have, man, they are packed in tight. Like they feel great.
You feel strong and confident?
I feel strong. I don't
so
know
much
about the
confident.
confident part. Like I'm not entirely sure I feel too confident, but my armpits are breezing, you know. My arms are cool. My chest is a little warm, I think because it's cutting off the circulation to my head. But other than that, I feel oddly comfortable in my own skin right now.
Nice.
It's a beautiful top.
I just want people
So
to
you're
know
saying
that you can also come out and feel this way.
it's a do
I
rather
don't have
than
a
a
beautiful
don't.
top like that.
It's a must, not a want.
It's a must.
Yes, absolutely. First off, I want to thank everybody for donations. Thank you so much, John, for that big fat daddy. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you, Nick.
You're welcome.
It'll now allow me to get different
But that
halter tops,
little tie up.
sports bras, if you will. So how's everybody doing?
See, if you're sitting
Not
like
as
this,
comfortable
like that,
as you. I can tell you that.
Oh, I have to sit like this. Dude, it looks like I have tits.
kind of does.
Not real. I mean, it does, but not really.
Yeah, it
Like
does.
you really have to pay attention.
There's
You're
a shadow.
transphobic, Spade. I
You see
really
the
don't
shadow,
like it when
right?
you do
Like
that.
I see the
Yeah,
shadow, bro.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
see boobs. Hold on.
I knew that was gonna happen.
You're gonna go for cleavage as well? Yeah, nice.
No.
Nah, they're not. What is this, bro? My level of confidence right now?
1,000.
No, 0. It would be 1,000 if I didn't have fucking titties. What the fuck, bro? Do you see it? Like if I go like this, you don't see it. Well, yes, you do. Yes.
Yeah, you do.
I think because the person who wore this prior probably stretched it out, and it's got
Nah,
like a
bro.
form fitting.
Nah, bro.
Oh, you can see the shadow.
I just moved it up. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Wow, this is really fucking up my confidence because it looks like I got tits.
Yeah, the reason why it's probably messing up your confidence is because you're the only one in here. Now, if we all had a beautiful tank top,
No, you would all have to. It's first off, it's not a tank top, sports bra. You would all have to
Oh,
have a set of
sports
tits
bra.
because, bro, if you look, I mean, obviously, if you look over here, it's pushing all of my fat, I guess, to this. No, that's not. I actually do look kind of ripped up there. Wow.
it's
Oh,
mad.
That's it.
a
Be a wrestler
bodybuilder
now.
has tits. Oh,
I could be a wrestler with a pair of tits. Bro,
Why not?
why does it look like I got tits, bro? Same.
it's the color.
Anyway.
That's
Yeah,
why-
it's not
that's
the
why you
color.
wear
All right,
black
we're just
or
gonna
white.
move on.
He's gonna keep wearing the thing.
The whole fucking stream, you bet your ass I am. What do we want to talk about? Bree said, you want to really be said? Turn around. Bras make back fat explode.
He doesn't have any.
Oh, that's good.
You don't have any.
Mm.
I mean, that just looks like it's your shoulder blade. That's it. Yeah, it doesn't look like you have back fat. It looks like it's just helping
No,
your
it's
shoulder
all
blades.
in the, it's all apparently it's all in the tits.
Yeah, this is around the time that if you would have a piercing up there, it would be very apparent.
Go through. All right.
He's not a New York State governor. That's why. That's why he doesn't have a piercing. You have to be a New York State governor.
No, like a male one.
Yeah. You never seen it? After the stream, I'll
Is
send
it
you the
nipples
picture.
pierced?
Wait,
Yes,
hold on.
yes.
He's gonna do it.
And there you go, 2 bridges in there, and
That's where my nipples are, bro. I don't know what to tell you. I can't get fake tits because they'd be weird. I'm trying to make them more symmetrical.
yes,
Oh my god!
perfect. The other one is a little bit more excited than, but it's,
No, I think they're both equally excited. What's weird is my one nipple is all the way over here, and my other one. I would be a bad candidate for fake tits, bro. There we go.
I'm gonna try to keep eye contact.
So this stream is gonna be pulled.
Now I'm gonna leave this stream up.
Oh, even with a nip?
Well,
Oh, it's
what is
male,
it? Yeah,
so
what is? Is it
You
okay?
can show
Yeah,
me.
it's totally okay. All right, so let's talk about the first thing at hand.
Yeah. No.
So I
feel
went over
so
this.
overdressed.
Wow, you could always join me. You wanna see if someone's got a sports bra in that house?
No, we don't. I can tell you that right now.
I could tell you that she has a swimsuit. I know that much.
That's true. That's
Okay,
true.
well maybe it's time for you to go dress up. Spade, I know you got it. The only person that could get out of this is Matthew. He don't have a woman in the house. Spade,
I'll
you're
pass.
good? You're good? You're
I'm
a
good.
pussy?
I'm
John, you're
comfortable.
also a pussy? Okay.
Just
I'm comfortable.
just
No,
sit
you
talking.
got to get a sports bra if you're going to do it, Jorn. Oh, nice tattoo. Do you have a sport?
Yeah, that's great.
Okay. I mean, if we're being comfortable in our own skin, Matthew, Spade, before we continue with the show, anybody?
I'm good.
Matthew, you're good too? Nice and warm?
Yeah.
All right, John, I guess it's just me and you.
Did she leave something of a bra?
Just go topless, bro.
All right, let's
Oh, how
continue with the
cold it is in
show. Doesn't it feel good, Jordan? It feels nice. Are you embarrassed? You're
Yeah.
vaping a lot.
No, it's over here. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little chilly.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's a lot colder when I don't have a shirt on. I can tell you that much. You know, it's a little bit more chilly. I mean, but you could see that I'm chilly. I mean, you could tell. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's air conditioner. Here it's outside weather.
That's the
A
fan
bit of a
blowing on me.
difference.
That's what that is.
Oh,
No fan, just cold.
Just a little chilly. All right. First
just
off,
made-
my nipples are perfectly center. I just want to put it out there that those would be perfect boobs. Okay. I feel bad for ladies that's got like one up north and one down south. That sucks. Like all jokes aside, that's gotta suck.
It's like you're cross-eyed.
Yeah.
It's like you're cross-eyed.
And there's nothing you could do about that,
Martin
bro.
Feld one. That's also a no.
That's no good, man. There's nothing you could do about that. Like that sucks. You know what also sucks?
Can't you do like a little tuck, like a tuck or something?
Either way, but when you take the girls out, they're gonna, they're gonna not know
I'm
which
saying
way is
like
north.
a surgery. No, a surgery, like a tuck here and a tuck there, just to like center it.
Oh no, they don't usually do that for boobs.
Oh no.
Yeah, look, you can tell I just got mine done. But I did this for cash bait. $35, bro. $35. What?
Nice.
Cash bait. Yeah, sweet. Anyway, so no, with women when they got those he's too cold. That's fine. That's why I say get a sports bra. You'd be surprised how much this can keep you warm. 30. What they usually do is they'll just get implants, and one will be bigger than the other to try to make them center. That's it. Like Bree's one. So before, remember I showed you my one nipple was all the way over here. That's how Bree's boobs were. And once they got big, they were designed to be bigger because symmetrically they were
Off naturally.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
yes.
But they can't like just cut it all out and
No,
reposition
you don't want to
it
do
or
that with the
something?
nipple.
But
You
those
lose
are
all
very
the
ugly
sensation.
scars.
Yeah. You ever seen the
Yeah,
circles
but
around
isn't
the
that true
tits?
for most women?
So you seen the circles around the areolas?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's usually when
That's all the feeling.
they'll either do cadaverous nipples or they'll do implants through the nipples. They don't typically do that anymore. Now they go underneath the folds or through the armpit, depending on how big you want to go.
But that,
I don't think we should do reactions. I think we should talk. I think we should talk because I want to talk about what we talked about last week.
Oh, I was going to ask one more question. So, if it's socially acceptable to do breast enlargement, if there's one thing that would be socially, or that you guys would love to see socially acceptable for men to alter through surgery, what would it be?
Obviously, a penis enlargement, right?
Speak. For
Do you?
yourself.
Well, I need it, but do you need it?
Speak for yourself, bro.
Everyone wants it. Why not? Everyone wants to be bigger. Nobody,
No.
unless you're 9 inches.
No. You have to realize that if you lose that fupa you got, Spade, and I know you got a fupa. I've stared at your crotch before. But if you got at least 3 inches that's struggling to fight for air. Okay, so
Yeah, maybe I would say
I
2,
would
but
say
okay.
that if I had to pick, dude, I've given it so much thought of like liposuction because it would fix 99% of my problems, which are all aesthetics, all of them. So it would fix my dick, right? It would fix my fupa. It would fix my waist. It would fix everything. One shot, one kill.
What does
Is it
that
true
go
that
for?
the
But
fupa-
working out is just going to take a little longer, but you'll get the same.
I'll never
result.
get like that. No, I still have skin. Still have skin, bro.
Is it true that
It's
the
gonna take
fupa
forever
never
to-
goes away?
No, the fupa goes away. You want to hear a fun story? Before Brie got her boobs done, right? She was going in for the boobs because she had these tits, and she wanted lipo, and the doctor was like, "Liposuction for what?" And she was what, 25 or 26, and that's the doctor. She's like, to slim it down. He's like, "I'll maybe pull a half a pound of fat out of your stomach, maybe." She's like,
That's
still
it?
want it done. He threw it in for like, an extra grand. Like out the door for both was like 10 grand. Killer deal. But if you were to do me, anyway, so about Brie, when they did it, her pussy used to be flat. I have pictures of her vagina, the mound, not being flat, a little bit of a mound. But after the lipo, it turned solid above the cooch, making it more of a fupa. Facts.
Ooh.
Like the
So I did the
fat,
opposite.
like the residual, because what happens when you get lipo is there's certain nodules, not that they miss, but let's just say because they have this tube, they go in, they scrape, and then it kind of loosens up the fat and they suck it. Now, if they miss fat or if they don't cover an area, all the loose fat that is scraped solidifies in a certain area. You understand? And it manages to solidify in a perfect fucking place.
And you can't go back and do that again, or
You could, but that's like scar tissue fat. Even if Brie was to essentially lose 50 pounds, there's no way you would remove that because it's loose fat that's now solid like scar. Yeah, they could probably cut her open and then, saw it off of the skin, but it's not fat in a sense that you could lose it. It's just old, hard fat. That's it. And when
So
you
that's
touch it,
never
it
gonna
doesn't feel like a fupa on a woman where you could kind of poke it, You can't,
No.
it feels like a rock. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't have movement to it. But yeah, if you said I could pick one surgery, it would 100% be fucking lipos midsection. Done. I'm not even worried about this anymore. I've kind of accepted this. The stomach, suck it out, bro. Let's get it.
Do they do that by the
Talking
pound? How does that work?
They do it based off your body composition. How much time it's going to take to remove it. And I would have no scars, bro. No scars. 3 holes. Boop, boop, boop. Done. You got to wear some shit like this, though. Like you have to wear a
Like a
waist
corset or
chain.
something, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For a long time.
And that's
What
for
are we
what?
talking
Just to keep
about for other?
it together?
Keep it tight. Because if you don't,
What are
you'll
we
have
talking about?
weird. Brie used to have them when she first got it. You could always tell a woman's got liposuction when you look at a stomach and you'll see it's not. It'll be flat, but then there'll be like divots in the skin. That's liposuction. That's where he went a little too crazy with the stick, and he didn't do it right. So if you do it here and then you miss here, so you're scraping, and then you miss here, and then you go here, here, here. This part here will appear flat. This part here will be indented. And yeah, when you wear it, the idea is to any loose fat that they missed, you're kind of condensing that to make it even. And if you move too much, well, some people don't even put it on, and then their whole waistline looks terrible. I mean, it looks bad.
And then they can't fix that unless they have another surgery.
Yeah, another lipo won't work it. They have to actually go in and do for lack of better terms, a tummy tuck.
Oh.
Cut away
Gotta
some
come
skin.
in and cut, pull, scrape. It's gonna be worse. Wow.
What other surgeries are we talking about? Like pec implants, 6-pack implants?
Oh, I wouldn't do any of
mean,
those.
Yeah, anything.
Hair-
Anything,
transplant?
Anything. You can pick.
Oh, you're saying
But it has to
what
be
you guys would
cosmetics.
want. Yeah, what would you go for, Jordan?
I like the implants. Let's get a fake.
Penis?
Let's get some fake abs.
ab
No,
implants.
that's gone.
Why not just get a lipo to show your abs? You have them.
I don't think I have it.
have them.
Then the lipo. Then,
Right.
then the
Yeah,
lipo.
you 100% have them. How much skin you have to lose to get them to show is a different story.
Then it's lipo.
So thin out the waist
Definitely.
a little bit. Suck out as much as you can.
Yeah.
Get rid of those love handles.
Mm.
What about you, Matthew?
Yeah, same thing because
Lipo,
the other
really?
stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, like hair and whatever. If you go bald, you go bald.
Yeah,
Just
fuck
take
that
your
shit.
He's gonna go. He's gonna go big penis.
No, I don't think he is. I don't think he is. He's gonna go lipo.
No. Yeah, I think everybody would go lipo. Why wouldn't you not? Why wouldn't you want to take away 20 pounds off of you like that?
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally like that. That's faster than any fucking drug, too. Like that's
And how long is the
Go in?
surgery?
anywhere from an
An hour?
hour to 5 hours.
Well, it all depends on how big you are because I'm not shattered
Depends
down
on
big, right?
what like if I went in, they wouldn't do just my gut. They would probably do lower. They would do my side. That's kind of all that I need would be here and side. That's it.
Do you go completely under, or is it locally?
Completely.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Breathing tube down your throat.
Have you ever seen one, John? That doesn't look.
They're violent, bro.
I've seen them
They
fill
are
the bag.
Violent.
And it's oh,
Yeah, I've seen
You
it.
see the
I've seen
color
that.
of the fat, bro? It looks like
weird.
slime. And it smells like an ear infection. Like like an infection. It doesn't smell pleasant at all. But so we
People
all
do
notice
have
here
good-
that there is something on our bodies that we don't accept. You all said lipo.
No, well,
I
I,
don't think it's-
have
I don't think it's
serious
that,
questions
though.
for a person.
Go ahead, Jordan.
Oh, I was just gonna say I have serious questions for a person that actually looks in the mirror and thinks he's completely perfect. He or she.
It's a nonsense.
I'm having difficulties believing that.
It's almost impossible. Just like you can't give a rating to somebody being a perfect 10, right? So there's always going to be something that somebody's going to complain about.
Yeah, but it's you on you. It's not other people on you.
Yeah.
So we all see flaws in ourselves, but what are we doing to change them?
Zip.
And they're all mental problems. They're not physical. I mean, physical is our problem, but we let our mental affect how we look.
Confidence
Changing
wise.
diet somewhat.
That would be mental. That's mental, right? Confidence, it has nothing to do with your body. I mean, yeah, it does, like you see it, but you know that in your back of your mind that I don't accept the way that I look. Like, do I give a shit that my nipples are hard and I look like I have A-size boobs? No. No. Would I prefer me not have A-size tits and a sports bra on with less? I mean, my stomach doesn't look bad here, right? I kind of look like those chicks. And if I wore leggings up to my nipples like most of the girls do, I'd have a great body.
What is up with that? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's because they don't want to show that midsection, bro. That's what it is.
Like, I remember when everybody
Makes
used to
sense.
wear it up to your thigh, not to your thighs, the top of your hip bone, right? Everyone used to wear leggings up to there. Now, all of a sudden, they're covering your stomach and literally up to your nipple, like you said.
It's not even a matter of acceptance. You know?
But they do that with jeans too, though. It's not just leggings. They do
I
that
don't
with
know.
jeans
There's a lot of
too.
girls around here in the younger bracket that are wearing those low rises. Like they're low rise and baggies.
Maybe-
like remember what
maybe
TLC
it's
used to
coming
wear? The rap
Yeah,
group,
yeah,
how
yeah.
they wore tight waist, kind of tight on the crotch. I mean, like you can't pull it away. It's not
Ish.
stretchy jeans either, but it's tight on the hips, and then it goes to like pipe style, like pipe jeans straight down or baggy.
Mhm.
Oh, girls are bringing it back. So I don't know.
Nice.
So
The
So we're
20s and
saying-
the 30-year-olds are gonna start getting pissed off at that generation.
So we're saying it's either one extreme or the other, because or they're dressed up to here, or they're running around almost completely naked with lingerie on or whatever, with things that you would underwear actually.
Wait, hold on. I don't see people in the streets running around in their underwear. They might be parading like that on social medias, but I don't see them in the streets walking around like
Yeah, I
that.
don't see that
Wow,
either.
but
Maybe
social
maybe
media-
where I live, they don't do that.
no, but the social media, they're parading it. That's outside as well, right?
Yeah, but it's for an act. I mean, is it any different than
Yeah,
someone
it's
making a
filmed.
movie?
Yeah.
It's just we have to
I don't
accept
see,
that
like-
that's mini
And
movie
that-
series is what that is.
Yeah.
And
I
there's
don't see
also the
people
difference
outside with-
between everyday life and you just accidentally bumping into them when they're on their way to go to a club or something.
Right. Well, think about this. They're not sitting at home and they're like, "Oh, let's go film something for today." They filmed this stuff days prior, and they just have a backlog of things that they're like, "Ooh, today I'm going to upload this. Tomorrow I'm going to upload that." There's no way they wake up 9:00 in the morning and they're like, "Ooh, by 12:00 I'm going to film this so I could post it by 2." You know, they
Even
always
if
have a
it's for
backlog.
Even if it's just for content, how do you explain OF? There's never in the history of people, I think, been that much nudity available.
But maybe
Because they're
we
getting
need more.
paid, Matthew.
Yeah, not even that, but maybe we need more of that. Remember that little skit I showed you from Funhouse? I don't. There's no way for me to share that part of the movie because it's on a movie, but he makes a very good point in it, and I'm gonna really mess up what he says. But he goes, "Isn't it wrong that we live in a society where news can show people dying or can show people this, and they can now say shit and asshole on TV, but when it comes to breasts, they have to be blurred or are they demonetized?" Why is that? Why is one extreme bet okay and acceptable, but the other extreme is not? Because one can jerk off to it? Is that the argument?
States. That's especially states, because certain movies that will pass here, less and less as well. But used to be that a movie you could pass here that would be all ages. You can kill 1,000 people, blood, guts everywhere. That would be okay for children to watch in the States. But then the minute you see half an aureola or whatever, it's no children allowed, or it has to be blurred.
That's because in our minds, when we think of tits, we think of something sexual. You don't think of it as, oh, it's just, a piece of skin or part of a person's body. You think of it as something that's sexual. So you're going to be like,
well, we only do that with women.
Yeah. I mean,
unless you're gay.
Unless
No, not gay. I just say the women don't do that when a man goes topless. So how is that making sense? It's we sexualize it on a woman, so we ban it or we put an age limit on it. And in the reverse, no problem.
Would women do the same, or there wouldn't be the fireman calendars and whatever? Women do exactly the same. They just don't want to come out.
They don't advertise it.
They might even be worse. I think locker talk in a women's locker versus a man's locker, the women's locker is going to be worse.
Yes, because women will touch other women, while as you're not going to be in a locker room telling somebody else, hey, do you think my balls sag too low? You want to touch them to see if they're too low? Nobody's going to do that.
There we go.
But a woman, you could tell a woman, hey, do you think my tits are sagging too much? And then she'll be like, oh, no. Yes, depending on the answer.
I got it.
Fame with no expertise, nor talent, nor accomplishment.
It's sickness that must be cleansed. It's madness. You're important because you married a pop star. Simple as that. So now you must become the product which you so covet in that pathetic life you have chosen.
I don't buy it. There's gotta be more to it. My mom and dad didn't love you enough? Couldn't get a date to prom? Or is it chemical? Fucked up circuits. Penny for your thoughts.
You are indeed entertaining, Mr. Norden. But see, that's part of it. Entertainment. See, I'm doing this because I must. Because somebody had to do it.
I mean, death and torture happen all over the world every single day to so-called innocent people.
But see, no one really cares unless it happens to a specific group of people, of a specific color, in a specific country. So I bring it to them live.
Unedited, authentic, without commercial interruption. And perhaps you're not as innocent as you thought you were. See, it's what you represent that is the problem.
This new Kardashianization of humanity. The big decline.
You are part of a condition fueled by entertainment. News is entertainment.
Politics is entertainment. War is entertainment. And your death, no matter how insignificant that may be, is entertainment.
Sure, some will weep for you. Others will laugh.
But make no mistake, the vast majority of people who watch you die will feel absolutely nothing.
If you die in this house, the people that watch will go to bed the same at night.
Wake up the next morning and go about their lives like you never even existed at all.
And then they'll find the next new shiny object. That is entertainment.
In the end, we are all just animals, Casper. Primitive and self-serving until that very end comes.
So, all the garbage you just spouted makes you what? Our judge, jury, and executioner? It justifies murder.
Oh, human beings love murder.
We love violence. We love death. On television in this country, a woman's breasts are more censored than a slit throat.
The word fuck. More than a severed head. And look no further than any comment thread of any social media platform
to see how quickly A harmless debate can devolve into aggression, violence, and hate. What I'm saying is, Mr. Norden, that same instinct lies in both you and in I.
Except I choose to embrace it.
I hate to tell you this, but that thing.
There you go. Thoughts?
Not
But he's
wrong.
right.
All right.
Everything is entertainment. Even
Should I
this.
change
This
or
is
should I keep
entertainment.
this? I think I should change it.
No, leave it. It's
Sure.
entertainment, right?
I mean, if we're,
Oh, that
okay.
part.
I was. If
You
we're
can
gonna
be
get
sure back on
serious,
that.
I don't know if I could be taken too serious like this. But that's where we live, right? You can now curse on TV. You could say whatever you want to say on TV, and it is more acceptable than nudity.
Yep.
You think that's human nature?
No, I think that's people. I think it's people.
What do you mean by it's people? Like the way they're
No, I think it's society.
reading into
Society
things?
dictates what is wrong and what is unacceptable.
Oh, yes.
You give it.
Yeah,
you
I agree
give
with
it. I think you give it maybe. I wouldn't even say 50 years. I say you give it 25 years. Hippoing won't be as legal as what it is. It'll get less and less and less and less. Think about women in the 60s. Or think about women in the 50s. You could do. You try to wear as much that kept you clothed as possible, right? But as time progressed, women got more scandalous, showed more. And as time progresses, we see girls wearing less and less clothes, like what Matthew was just saying. It's going to get to a point now where it is just, which I don't have a problem with, not for sexual reasons, but we're going to get to a point now where you are just wearing essentially those little tiny panties that just cover up your pubic line. And that is what you're going to go out, and you're going to do everything you can to entice a man or a woman to, and it'll become more socially acceptable. I think it's very accurate what he says in that movie, and in all regards.
But then it is sexual.
I
Up
don't
to a
know if
certain
it's sexual.
degree.
I think it's more of numbing, right? Because if you're talking about the fuck part, you used to not be able to say that on the radio because of ratings, Howard Stern. But now you could say, I don't know about fuck, but you could say shit, you could say bitch, asshole. Those things are all allowed on radio now. But 10 years ago, no dice.
But I mean, a woman going out, like you said, trying to entice men. That's for a reason. That's well, women that sexual. But that's to procure the man, right?
But we're not talking about just sex, though. What I'm focusing, I think you're focusing on the wrong thing. I'm focusing on, as society as a whole, that it's not unacceptable to curse. For society as a whole, it is unacceptable for a woman to show her breast on the news or for the news to cover it. I'm not talking about the repercussions of that. I'm talking about the action. So the action in itself, regardless of what the principle behind it is, the action itself has become simply acceptable.
Acceptable.
And is that wrong? No, I honestly, I like that. I like the idea that you can say what you want on news and not have to, or TV, and not have to worry about any type of repercussions. I also think it should go towards the boobs. I don't think that there should be hardcore sex on the news because I don't know how that would be applicable. But I do think that if a woman is running down the street naked, that should be able to be shown on TV without being blurred.
Well, then we go back to it's for the children, right?
Okay, but
Why
if you
the
show
children
your
watching the
children
news?
this, they will in turn become numb to it. It won't be as big as it is for adults.
Right.
Yeah,
They won't
normal.
find it sexualized as we would,
Right.
or older people.
So
would
by
find
all
it
means,
sexualized.
let the children be subjected to it.
Yeah.
What's the argument
Like
of
the
innocence? You're
breastfeeding
not
in public
robbing
and
them of
everything.
that. When
Yeah,
they're
there's
going to
no
be hit with
innocence
a right, they're going to be 15 years old being hit with a blunt bat, of what society is like. And you don't think that's going to be
Yeah, and
more detrimental or devastating to them than them actually growing up with it?
Then they go
Look
on
at
the internet,
serial
look
killers.
up
When I'm sorry, when someone goes around killing people, right? We all look at that and we're like, oh my God, that's unacceptable. That's crazy. This guy killed 50 people. But if you grew up around that, it would be no different than seeing a guy kissing a chick on the side of the road. It's because they grew up to that. They're numb to that.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't see a problem with that. I think that's good. Make them thicker skin.
Oh. Maybe you would solve the problem of, like you said, they're 12, 13, 14, whatever. Then they get hit with the whole sex thing. And what do? They go on the internet and they get corn as an example.
Okay, so what? That has nothing to do with anything else, though. That's a
No,
that's a
but-
byproduct.
But corn is not real. We've got an expert here. That's not reality. But then all of a sudden they take the corn as the example, and they expect that this is reality. Which
Okay,
creates
but
its
that's
own
like
problem.
saying, hold on. That's like saying, like, I watch too many James Bond movies, and I'm going to run around thinking that I'm a spy. It's not the same thing.
No. No. This is. I'm not saying it can. This is happening now for a couple years already.
Yeah, it's going to keep continuing until it gets to a point where you using that argument of I think it's funny you called it corn. You could say porn, but using the argument of porn is that if someone watches that attempting to do that, by all means, if that revitalizes your sex life, great. But if you're trying to jump into it thinking that this is how things go down, you're going to be presented with a pair of metal cuffs, a metal bracelet. So, that you're going to learn.
And it could be even worse. And keep in mind, the porn argument is a good one. If you teach, I wouldn't say teach, but if they get hold of that pretty early on, why would you even go out and try to get a relationship or even talk to a woman to begin with? If you can have that sweet, easy fix of release through a webcam girl, through OnlyFans, through porn, why even bother? You're already socially awkward. Do it in the comfort of your own home. With no rejection, by the way. Only success if you drop a couple of dollars.
Yeah. And a
You're the man,
plethora
right? Because
of
you got to
choose from,
you just paid and
because
done.
this day it's going to be that blonde girl. The next day, I'm fancying. That's why marriage is going down as well. There is an overload of nudity and OnlyFans and whatever that's available to men. Plus that, well, let's
Yeah,
be
but that
honest,
was
life
never
isn't-
not available. Hold on. But that argument, that was never not available. The only difference
It's
is
easier now.
now.
is what he's-
They're right. Well, okay, fine. It's easier now, but those women were always out there. They were always out
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Okay, it's just
Yeah,
a
but
matter
you
of
don't
now they have
have-
a platform, so you know where they are.
Right.
Yeah,
it's easier
But there's
to-
always
there was this
Bill
one-
Clinton. They've always been out there. That my wife sucks. Let me go get somebody else that really does suck.
Oh no, it's just going like, let's say you want to go to a professional, and you are, for a lack of better words, a real creep of a guy. Nobody would entertain the notion to do that, but now you can just stay at your home at a computer and pay someone to do weird stuff for you in
Cash
the
bait?
close quarters of your house.
Cash bait.
Well, no, but that's not really. We're talking about sexual acts. I don't know where you're going at, but
but what makes them a creep is that they don't want what the normal person wants. Do you know how many people are
Right.
out there that won't admit that their wife fingers their butt? Do you know how many women are out there that are nervous to fart in front of men? That doesn't make them freaks. That doesn't make them creepy. That just makes them normal. So
Right.
no,
different.
An extreme sense,
Right, but
Extreme sense,
even in an
yeah.
extreme setting, one might look at, this is where we get flagged. One might look at rhymes with leukemia, starts with a B. Yes?
Okay.
You expel? Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
One might look at that and say, that is unacceptable. Why? That's my first question is, why is that unacceptable? Because they shouldn't
You wasted
do that.
all that food.
I understand
You wasted
that,
all
but
that
why,
food.
for you, that is unacceptable. Why is it unacceptable?
Well, it's also
Because it's seen
unhealthy.
as a disease.
So
seen
is
as a
smoking a
disease.
cigarette. So is obesity. Next, why is it unacceptable? Because we don't do it as a society. You don't know how many people do it behind closed doors. That one person might stick out, and I feel bad for that person because there's probably 1 million people that do that. You just don't see it at the forefront.
Yeah.
Now, if more people did it, it would become more socially acceptable because the general rule is people are doing it.
Again, a prime example. You can say porn on here, but the word you were describing is a no-no.
Yeah, because that's an ailment. That's a mental disorder. And I, in a kind of a weird way, which I'm not, I was promoting it, but I'm just trying to make a point that just because, thank you, David, just because we as normal society, if you will, I'm not calling them abnormal, but we as, if anything, I would say that they're more normal than we are, because normalcy is, to me, is admitting who you are and not being scared of it. Normalcy to most people is we're just plain. That's not normalcy to me.
So, but the expelling thing, that is, would you consider it a mental disorder?
Watch this. Does it make you happy? It's a simple question.
Probably not.
No,
I don't know. I don't have that issue. I don't know how they feel afterwards.
I understand that, but I'm asking you as the person that does it make you happy? It's a simple question. Yes. You really like doing it? Yes. Okay. Okay.
Don't they hate themselves for it?
Regardless, the point I'm trying to make is if it makes you happy, who gives a shit? Why are you worried about if you're doing something does not make somebody accept you? Do they need
That is
to
also
accept
true.
you?
Yeah.
No.
No. Nobody has to accept you. You just have to do
No.
what you want
Now,
to
if
do.
it's a significant other, we've been together for 10 years and you just started doing it, okay, that's affecting both of us because I wake up and I smell it. I don't like that. Can you do it outside at least? Can you? I don't know.
And if you see their health declining because of it and everything.
Again, I think that's a
gonna-
different scenario, right? That's a different scenario because now you're married. It's different, but we're saying just an everyday person does that because that makes them happy. Go you. I'm
But then
not
the same thing could be
why you shouldn't do something.
Right, but
But
the same thing could
the
be said
famous
about somebody
one.
who does drugs, right?
The famous lady
Someone who does drugs.
that's like Matchstick. Do you think she's happy?
I'm sorry, I was thinking about Spade's question. Who's Matchstick? No, talking about
We don't know.
rhymes with Neutrogena.
Yeah.
Inside, no. I think inside because you'll never be who you want to be.
Huh.
Yeah.
Outside, again, also falls into bracket 1. No, because you'll never be who you want to be. The thing is, those people
Right,
go
'cause
into those chat and say you're too skinny, you're gonna die. You're gonna look. That chick has been alive a lot longer than what everybody thought. So again,
Yeah.
watch this.
But the thing,
Watch this. It's not your time.
but
It's not your time.
here's another, but here's another way of thinking about it, right? They're not doing it because they're happy. They're just happy at the moment. They're doing it because people have said things about them of how they look or anything, and that's what caused them to start doing that. And by doing that, now they feel happier.
Right, but what does that tell you, though? The problem is not with her or them. The problem
it's
is
with everyone else.
society. It's with society.
Yes.
You're being toxic. You telling
Yes.
somebody that they're fat, as much as that makes us feel better and we're evil, we're just human beings, right? That's going to have an effect on somebody. You could say it doesn't, but if you have 1,000 people telling you, like me with my eyes, great. Me with my fat, okay, now I'm starting to accept it. So people are toxic. It's what you do with that toxicity.
Right.
And then you want those same people that called you fat or called you ugly after you change yourself to now redeem it and say you're not fat, you're not ugly anymore. The sad part of reality, and I'm here to tell you, is that will never, ever happen. It will never happen. You'll never see somebody that brings you down and tries to bring you back up. It does not happen. All the
It's either
people
one
said
or the
I
other.
just kept money and I was a hog. I start giving it away. I don't see those people coming by and saying, wow, Jay, I was wrong all these years about you. It doesn't happen, bro. So those people will kick you to get you down, will kick you to continue to kick you when you're down. And that's not just online. That's just people.
Yeah, they'll drag you down, and then to prove the point that they were right about you, they'll step on your head again.
Or they'll walk away and pretend like they never said
Yeah.
anything to you or kicked you.
Yeah.
They don't want to accept defeat. They don't want to, admit that they lost.
So going back to the drug thing, that makes them happy, right?
Sure. Just don't call it a disease.
I will agree with that 100%. There's a lot of people that sit there and say that because you're a drug user or an alcohol abuser,
That's
that
giving an excuse.
right. That's what it is. It's an excuse.
The thing is,
Then
if you're
should we refrain-
not hurting anybody, if you're doing this, you're alone in your house or whatever, and you're not hurting anybody, who's to say that you can't do it? The problem is, most of the time, there is collateral damage. Other people get hurt, and then it's not okay.
Right. But Matthew, nobody said you can't do drugs. It's just illegal to buy drugs. Right?
Why?
So you can do drugs. You're not going to get arrested for doing drugs. You're going to get arrested for selling drugs or carrying this drugs, and they sit there and they flip it and saying with the intent of selling it. That's what the problem is. They could sit at home and do all the drugs that they want, but they're going to kill themselves if they do too much, right? But they're
That's their
happy,
problem.
right?
That's their problem. Again, as long as they're not hurting anybody else with it.
But in reality, they are hurting other people, right? Someone that
They
does
are.
drugs, some people in the family are going to be hurt that you are going down a hill. If you
Yeah.
are, expelling your stuff, the people that are close to you are going to care about you because of your health and your well-being. But when do you start caring about other people and put yourself aside? Well, but you made me this way. You made me this product. So
Yeah.
you don't like the way
You
that
think-
I'm obtaining what you want me to be.
Do you think some people are born with it? Like there are people that no matter how thin they get, they look in the mirror and see a fat person. That's like body dysmorphia, right?
Yeah, but that's why body dysmorphia is a real mental thing. Because you could be the most fit person in the world, and because you got it in your head that you think that you're, 3 ounces overweight, that you need to, do something else in order to become big. You got so accustomed to the way your body is that you're just like, oh, I want to change it again and want to keep going. Just like people who start working out and they see some sort of difference in their workout, but then all of a sudden they're like, hey, I'm going to go do roids and become bigger and big. That's what it is. It's because you had too much of something and now you want to keep going
But see,
into more.
hold
of
on, but then it goes the other way as well, where you show, okay, so let's just say that, I am so a product here, but if you say, I got a problem with, we're going to use aesthetics, the way you look, and that person does everything, and that person still stays in your life, and you get better, and it's still not good enough. Or, better yet, the both of you are in shape, okay? The best shape of your life, aesthetically, but inside you're rotten to the core. Most people would think that you're toxic for each other. Other people will look at a relationship because they're in a better situation than you and automatically bring it down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Automatically. It does not matter. There's she's stupid or he's rich.
There's
or-
an instant. Yeah.
There's an instant
Misery
you
loves
don't want,
company.
you as someone looking in, you can't see the happiness. And you could know this person. This could be somebody in your family. They could just not know it. And then you could do one up and then relate to people like I do and tell them how you feel, and then they do absolutely fuck all about it. Like you care about
Or
somebody.
even worse.
And then you're better off to not give a shit about anybody, except for yourself.
Even worse, you do see it, but you don't want to admit it to yourself that you're not at that level.
Yeah.
So you go negative towards the other people because they're better off than you are.
What is it so wrong of me to think that just be happy for the other person that he's happy and be done with it?
And
not
are
human
you
nature.
talking in any regards?
Yeah. If they're happy, they're happy.
Okay, so Jordan, you and me were pretty good friends. I start doing cocaine
That's-
every day, and it makes me happy.
That's the thing that I was about to go ask is, should we refrain from any social commentary? Because in this case, it would be personified by me, but it would be commentary. You're my friend. I'm going to care about you. I'm going to say, hey, what are you doing with your life? You're clearly destroying yourself. Are you okay? And then is that now me being toxic because I'm giving commentary on your newfound happy life? Or should I actually make the effort and give a comment on your life or your choice? I feel like I should.
But that's a matter of opinion, though, right? Because you could turn
That's
around
not
and be
opinion.
like, "Hey, yes, it is. It's opinion on your part. If that person is happy, they're happy, right? Your opinion is that
No,
you're doing
how is
damage
that
to
an
that
opinion?
person."
In what universe is drug use healthy? In what
I'm not
instance is
saying
it? Oh,
it
you can
is,
still-
but
you can still-
in this
No, I'm
instance,
just
the way
saying,
you're
you can-
saying it, though,
No, there's no good outcome of that situation. So I have to step in and say something. He's my friend. There's
That's
no
not
way
like
to
a-
go,
I
"Oh,
don't
he's
think it's an
happy."
opinion. I don't think it's an opinion. He just cares.
But
He
that's
doesn't
like-
want to see me go down a hole.
right? I get that, but that's like somebody saying, "I believe in being, let's say, a Republican," and you saying that you're a Democrat. You
But
could go
those
into a
don't affect
downward
your
spiral,
life.
becoming.
None of them can be
That
destructive.
just affects your
in
opinion.
reality.
What you're saying affects your opinion on things. With the drug situation or food or caffeine or sugar, those are all health things.
Health
Those
things.
are to make the person live longer. Your opinion, well, some opinions may cause your life to be cut short. Typically speaking, opinions, are just that. They're thoughts.
And we all kind of know that the drug situation, that's never gonna have an happy ending, right? Not normally.
What's a
It's
happy
never a
ending?
happy ending if you continue to do it. That's
Yeah.
you have to finish that, because I was an extreme drug addict on my balcony, and my ending was great.
With the premise, if you keep
If you
going that
continue
way,
to go,
that's
sure.
never, that's
Sure.
never gonna be a happy ending.
Sure.
So you want to prevent the
I think we
person
would be
that-
less. I think that society should allow the news to show. Going back to what he said at Funhouse, I think that all that, if someone is willing to do something for money, maybe you should evaluate why that person's willing to do it. What is wrong in their life to where they need $50? What is wrong in their life where they need $200? Let's evaluate that. And if they're willing to do that for $200, what are they willing to do for $50? And I don't see
'cause everything's
anything
got a
wrong
price.
entertainment-wise. And with that entertainment, you can also learn something and appreciate what you have. That you have $1,000 and you don't have to do that for $200. He does have to
Right.
do that for $200 because he doesn't have that income. I think that is the bigger picture. Of course, people will never look at cash bait like that. But we'll get there. We'll get there. I think it's just... I think society needs to relax a little bit.
And with regards to new stuff, I'd say yeah, but then you'd have to have news that is raw, real news, not filtered news, not
Fabricated.
any
Yeah.
and not to the left, not to the right, just what it is.
Society ain't ready for that. Like showing decapitated people and shit. I can tell you right now, society ain't ready for that.
No way. No way.
Well, what were you when you did that grunt? What, Jordan? You don't think society needs to relax a little bit?
Oh no, not at all. No. I think we're already too relaxed in some regards. We need to pull it back, way back.
Saying what, become more strict?
Yes. Very.
Okay, society is the first people that if you post a video online about yourself, society is the first people that's going to rip you apart. You think they need to go harder?
Yeah, go ahead.
So using your
But
argument,
I'm the same way, Jay. Like you said it.
But then there's no repercussions for you as society.
Oh, that's what I was, because I also support your thing. You can go hard online, but no anonymity. So everyone is tracked. Everyone uses their own name.
I agree, but you're saying that you think society. So you're saying that YouTube, Facebook, Instagram should remove all censorship.
Yeah. I don't think that's our biggest issue. Showing imagery or pictures or video on any platform.
I'm talking about somebody uploads a video about themselves and they get ripped apart in the comments. You think that I'm going to try to make this as clear as possible. You think that they should go harder on that individual?
You're meaning as a crowd without limitations?
No, or as an individual.
No, an individual. I don't think anyone should do that. But that I see that.
That's society. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but you set more freedom, right? I think more regular. Problem is, I truly believe in freedom of speech. So you have to cut it both ways. So if you want to cut it and believe in hate speech, then you kind of have to remove it as a whole, or you open it up. So you can either have more freedom or no freedom. There's black and white in that sense.
Okay, freedom of speech works for the government. It doesn't work for policies online. Policies online can.
And I think it should.
I don't think it should. Those two things should not be combined. As much as I love the government, I don't think that the government should get involved with corporate entities. It's none of their fucking business.
Correct.
It doesn't affect you at all. They pay you taxes just like the next person. Let them fucking do what they want to do. So I think it's fine the way that it is. Do I feel that some platforms are a little bit more stricter than others? Absolutely. Do I feel like there needs to be more censorship onto people or accountability? Those are the two options. I think that there needs to be more censorship because there'll never be more accountability. People will never remove the anonymity. They'll never remove it. They'll keep it there. So no one wants to release and not be anonymous, right? Everybody wants to hide under a screen name, user 753256, baby back bitch, right? That's what they want because they're fucking pussies. So what is the options? Honestly, more censorship. I say make that motherfucker so strict, you ain't commenting. The only way that you can comment to that individual is if they open it up and they're willing to hear it, one. Number two, you're paying them and they'll hear your opinion. You don't have a choice of that because they're paying for it. Or number three, you remove the anonymity. That's it. Those are your options. That's how strict I think social media should be.
Yeah, because the problem is going to be if you go. Problem is going to be if you go.
I've only one question of speech.
Go ahead, Matthew.
If you go real freedom of speech on platforms, it's going to end up, but nothing but the trolls and the assholes, because other people who just post something on there, they're going to be bullied and belligerent.
And you see that just going through my comments section, Matthew. Just my comment. Can you imagine if I had 1 million followers, bro? You'd have no fingertips left.
Nope.
And you just see that just on my channel, Matthew. What does that fucking do? It does nothing for the content. Nothing.
Nope.
It did. You're a fat piece of shit. Great, cool, thanks. That's good stuff. Great comment, bro. Now, do it where you click their name. It shows a picture of them and their family, and then their address. Bet you don't make that fucking comment again.
Uh-huh.
Especially if you live in Palm
Agreed.
Coast. I bet you don't make that comment again.
I'll come knock on your door and say hello.
What's the option? Censorship. Oh, you don't like that? Well, it's because of you we made that.
But
As usual.
I have one question on that, and let's say that gets implemented. Aren't you now afraid, since nobody's going outside and having a face-to-face and actually argue and maybe even go down and fight? Now you're creating the entire internet as a safe bubble. For the next generations, you're going to have even weaker people. Because now they get no negativity, not in the workplace, not in the colleges, now not even on the internet. So everything is rainbows and rose petals. Every single place is now
Okay,
safe
hold on.
for
Go
everyone to
backwards
enjoy.
for a minute. This is a good conversation. Let's go backwards for a minute. I get your point. I do. And I could see a problem 20, 30 years down the road. There's one little caveat to that. These corporations have to get money, right? In order for these corporations to exist, for you to go on there and post, advertisers have to want to advertise there. Now, America is a capitalist country, meaning that these corporations have to make money. And in order, especially for them to day-to-day operations, just the employees, if they make it where you can say what you want and do what you want, those advertisers don't give them money. Now they don't have money. So those platforms don't exist. They have no choice but to do that. It's not a matter of Democratic. It's not a matter of Republican. Like, I hate that fucking argument. No, it's a matter of hurting other people. That's what it is. Whether it is about politics or it is about someone's weight or someone's look, right? It's just, do I agree that TikTok banned me? No. What did I do? Delete my account. What did I do a week later? Created another account. Right? I made a point, and then I realized I was a fucking idiot because I got sensitive skin and went back to it. Do I agree with the policy? No. But do I cancel culture them? Which everybody says, oh, you should. I fucking hate people, bro. Oh, we don't cancel culture. What would you do if Hulu watched this? Oh, you don't cancel culture. Because all Republicans say this. No cancel culture. No cancel culture. What do you do if, like, Netflix bans you? Do you create a new account, or do you just say, fuck it? So they canceled you, but then you canceled them, right? You're not willing to send out an appeal or fix it, right? That's the right wing, by the way. It's no cancel culture. What the fuck are you? Candace Owens and Ben Shapiro, cancel culture. So don't fucking preach to me no cancel culture, because it's exactly what you're doing. They all do it. They're all fucking hypocrites, and it's all online. I think, as much as that may affect the future, I think make that shit so lip tight that if you don't have any, your mom used to tell you, you ain't got anything nice to say, don't say it at all. We were all taught that. All of us.
No.
Maybe go back to that, because that seems to be when the problems weren't around. When you kind of kept to yourself. Me and Brie were watching a season of Nip Tuck, and there's transgender on there. As much as I try to get attached to this person, it just ain't happening. But there was a part that really irritated me. Transgenders in a coffee shop with the wife of one of the surgeons. And there's two guys that are standing there laughing in front of her face. Oh, I called her. Ooh, bad, Jay. Laughing in front of his face. Laughing in front of, I'll fix it. Laughing in front of their face. And that pissed me off. If you're going to laugh in front of them, go behind the fucking counter and do it behind their back. You don't have to do it in front of them. What are you doing right now? What is the purpose of that? What? What's the purpose? To make them feel like a piece of shit that they don't know who the fuck that they are? It's no different than making fun of somebody from killing themselves. They're both mental.
What would you say when it's like, if they're acting like assholes? Is it okay to laugh in their face then?
What do you mean?
Being over the top and being Karenish and whatever, and wanting, because they are, you have to this and you have to that, and you can't say that. Would it be okay if they're just being normal? I can see the reasoning behind don't laugh in their face. Okay, you say it somewhere else, or you do it quietly. But if they're being assholes, is it then okay to laugh in their face instead of hitting them or whatever, arguing with them? Just okay, not taking you serious.
Is it okay to laugh in front of their face? I don't know. Talk about it. I feel like if you're that short to come up with a conclusion that you're a piece of shit, I don't know. I just want to go back to that real quick. Like, yeah, what Cody said, the Bud Light situation. These are Republicans, right-wing Republicans, so quick to shut it down because of Dylan Mulvaney. That's cancel culture, bro. The same fucking people that are making rap songs about cancel culture, you're fucking doing it. Adam Calhoun. I don't know if Tom McDonald knows about it.
But we're not doing it as a cancel culture. That's what they're trying to justify
but
what
you
they're
are,
doing.
Though. But you
right,
are.
Exactly. I agree.
You're going outside shooting Bud Light. I'm not drinking this shit no more. But you're doing exactly what you say the left does. Which one is it, bro?
Yeah.
Which one is it?
But it is difficult, right? Because how do you... I don't agree with it, but how...
You don't. How do you teach them a lesson? You don't. You don't.
Yeah, but I agree, but then...
How do you tell them it's wrong? Make some video saying this is fucked up, but I do love my Bud Light, but this is fucked up. Not, I'm going to boycott you. Oh, my God,
Nobody's
bro.
going to watch that video. Nobody's going to watch that video, though. Let's be real.
I get it, but then don't preach about cancel culture. Then take every fucking cancel culture video you have down.
Not going to happen.
Of course not. Because they're fucking hypocrites.
Yeah.
All of them, bro. Everybody. Comedians, same shit, bro. Netflix wouldn't let me be on there, so I'm going to do this myself. Fuck Netflix. You don't ever see them try to go back to Netflix? You just cancel cultured, bro. Like, dude. Okay.
No.
I get it.
Okay.
Okay. Well, they may have not done it now, but who's to say that later on when you come back, they don't say, okay, well, we saw how much money you made. Let's do it. Let's make another deal. Let's make a different deal. People don't see it that way. There's always a deal to be made.
It's one thing to have an opinion. It's another to have cancel culture. Oh, I don't like what Bud Light is doing. This shit is stupid. Okay, this is dumb. People will watch it, shoot it all up. The only difference is don't ever talk about cancel culture.
Right.
That's the only difference. You can still throw them out, say, I'm done until Bud Light fixes this shit. You're still cancel culturing them, though. You just can't talk about cancel culture. People are fucking hypocrites, man. They never say what they mean and mean what they say.
And there is no way, no matter what rule you make, there is always going to be somebody that's affected by it in a negative way.
Yes.
How is that?
If you think you have the answer to the problem of internet and current society, and you go extremely one way, oh, this is the new rule, you're always going to hurt people that are innocent, that have nothing to do with it, and that are affected by that rule. Always.
Yeah, but
Other people suffer.
if you remove anonymity, that wouldn't. Who would that hurt? You're now fully responsible for your acts online.
The law, bro. It's the law states that. Privacy Act 1974. It's the law. You're trying to say.
No, I'm just saying, hypothetically, what would be the negative side of that? Who would you
somebody coming to your house and breaking your face? That's the negative side effect.
Or worse.
But that wouldn't come out of nowhere.
No, but because they don't have anonymity, that they can be held responsible for it. I agree with it. I think everybody should have a check mark and their name should be verified. But Twitter even verifies people like Papi Chulo. That's not a verified person. That's Cute Daddy. Is that your real name in real?
It's a cool name.
If your real name and you are verified as Papi Chulo, can I be Sugar Dick and get verified that way? No. The only way
I
you
mean,
should be able to be
all you have to do is pay
verified
for it.
is if it's your real fucking name.
Yeah, Felipe Flop.
You understand, Felipe Floppe? Yes. Did you watch that cash bet yesterday, Spade, or no?
Yeah. I saw it. That's why I said it before we started the stream. I was like, Felipe Flappe. That was good.
Yes,
That has got to be the best joke of the day.
Yeah, I agree. Not the better. I don't know how you can implement that. Then you can't have minors, right? That's a problem. That's a huge problem.
I've been saying
for
that forever.
Social media platforms. You can't.
I've been saying that forever. 18 and up. Social media should be 18 and up.
That's the problem. You can't do that though.
Again, innocent people can get hurt because then, if you're an ass, you're on there, you're a criminal or you're whatever, you can just click, oh, and that's their address, and that's beautiful woman. Oh, now I know where she lives.
Yeah, see, that's your next problem is now you open up to a bunch of weirdos.
Yeah.
More policing, right? Now you need more staff.
So why not flip it? If you pay for a monthly subscription, you can have your anonymity.
That's
Everything
why I
is
say,
public.
or the easiest way is to do more censorship.
Yep.
That's the easiest way. It doesn't hurt anybody. Yeah, it might hurt a couple people's feelings, but they'll get over it.
But then we can't talk about random things like here.
That's one thing. We're having opinions. We're having opinions. We aren't attacking individuals. We're not ad hominem.
Okay, got it.
Oh, yes, I think it would. I'm gonna change my opinion, and I'm gonna go with your
censorship.
Because yes, censorship. You know what? Because I truly believe people would then get tired of it all and abandon internet as a whole.
Agree.
So give it 20, 25 years. It's boring now. Bye-bye, internet.
That makes sense.
Yes, I like
that.
This.
Makes sense.
Censor the hell out of it. Yes.
That's it. Just censor the shit out of it. A person can upload whatever they want. Whatever they want. Your comments don't matter.
Nope. Well, then it's going to affect the basement dwelling trolls probably the most. Because
turn on a camera and make a video about it. Turn on a camera and make a video about it.
You know, I agree with that. That should be a thing. So let's say, Jay, you like how YouTube used to be. Remember how you would be able to post a video and then I do a video response, and then whatever views you got off of yours, I can take it off of mine because of my response to you, right? So why not do the same thing with comments? Have the person, instead of sitting there and typing where we can't see you, post up your face.
Absolutely.
And let me see what your answer is.
Absolutely.
That would be better off.
Either that or you're censored. That's the comments are now irrelevant. They are irrelevant. They do not exist anymore. You cannot write a comment, this video sucks, or you're fat. Now, make a video and say that. Great. Now I could judge you. Let's go back and forth.
Exactly.
So it basically comes down
and now
to
it's also
either
content.
limit the freedom or raise the accountability.
Right. And then it becomes also twofold because you now have extra content. Somebody is arguing with you. You can argue back with somebody else back and forth. And people who don't want to say anything can sit there and just watch it all unfold.
Yeah, but
there's going to be that one guy that says he doesn't have a webcam.
Yeah,
okay.
and
you have a computer made in the past 10 years. You got a webcam, bro.
Your phone does. Your phone does.
But I can do a video reply and not show my face.
No.
Wear a mask.
No.
Put an AI on it.
No. Your profile picture has to match your face, so you can make like a cartoon version of it or something, or like your logo or something. That's fine. But your content, you can't just upload one video. You have to have 5-10 videos before any videos get shown. That's it.
I'm with
That's it. There's no more comments, bro. I don't see the purpose of comments. And apparently neither does 95% of the other hazers because they don't fucking comment on any of my videos anyway, so it's just irrelevant. Just make comments obsolete. Oh, yeah, that was a fucking poke. Yep. Anyway, moving forward, you can tell how I really feel. So there's that. But, yeah, I think the comments are just irrelevant. That's it.
Yeah,
Oh, they all-
and most of them aren't really positive to begin with. And I'm not talking about specifics. It's
That's
just-
Matthew, bro. Matthew
it's
be going
either
back
someone-
to videos 10 years ago attacking people because that's all they do is attack me.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yep.
It's complaining or trying to poke you. That's basically it. And once in a while, you have Azers sprinkled in there that are, cool video, Jay. And that's about it.
Thing is, they already took a step in that direction with the dislike button that doesn't show anymore.
Yeah, censorship. Why do you need to see it? And that was I've been saying this shit for years. Remember when I was doing videos? What do you need to see the comment, the likes and dislikes for? Oh, you got more dislikes. And I turned it on. Oh, shit. You were fucking saying something? I was proving a point. You shouldn't have to like. I got swallowed. I got extra spit in my mouth. You shouldn't have to like or dislike a comment based off of somebody else's comment. You should be able to look at it and be like, do I like or dislike this? Like, and then it's locked in. Can't change that. You liked it. Uh-oh. That's disliked it. Uh-oh. That's it. Yeah, well.
Or at
what if
least
you
get some
accidentally
money
pressed
off of it.
What if they were to
Get
make
some
it
money
like
off of it.
the content creator, you as a content creator, you can see the comments, but that's it. There's no comments online.
What if they made
So-
it where every time somebody liked it, it shows where that person liked the video? Bro, I got feedback all day for YouTube. All day. They don't give a shit about that on the back end.
Oh,
Which
as they're
part of the
watching
video?
the video, you're saying?
Yeah, so let's
which
just
part of
say
the
on the
video?
back end, Spade, we go back to look at a video. We got 25 likes.
Where did
You
they
can
like
see
each
where
one?
they liked it, but then that would stop people from saying like, comment, and subscribe, especially if they like at the end of the fucking video 3 hours ago. You know?
But then that also shows you whether
There's
people
a
are sheep
platform
and they
that does
follow
it.
you when they say that.
Sure.
I think there's a platform that does it for music. I think it's SoundCloud that does it. So when you comment, it basically shows you the entire sound wave, and it points where you comment in the music.
Yeah, I have SoundCloud.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but that's still
Yeah.
not what I'm saying. I'm saying I go back to look at my analytics in my video, and it'll show what timestamps was liked by who. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Or I want to
Oh.
be able to watch a video and be like, how did I know this person watched this? Well, I came up with a brilliant idea yesterday. Brilliant idea. So I'll just say,
You know, YouTube.
I said, I guess it's kind of on YouTube. I said, how do I get people to watch more of my video? What could I do? Could I say a word in there? No, that's not going to work. Because if I show a word, you could just open up the transcript and then you could just search for that word and then boom, there it is. Or I could do one better. I could say, hey, you want to win $1,000. You have to find the video and what timestamp of what video does this happen at? And I explain what it is. Now, if I disable comments, yeah, in Facebook groups, they might be able to do it, but that reduces their chance of winning. The only people that know this, you want to be the only one that recognize this. So it behoove you not to tell the people. So now I have it where I know the timestamp of something that happens in a video. And now you have to scrub that whole fucking video and see what happens at what time. So you're better off just to watch it. Like literally, watch it. Now,
Yeah.
So now I force make you watch it for $1,000.
it's actually
That could work for cash bait. That could work for cash.
No, it's already
will.
gonna work. I just have to set up the contest for it. And then now you're just stuck watching the whole thing, which is gonna boost my analytics through the roof.
Yeah.
Like he got 10 people that watch 55 hours. Like
This
I
must
don't
be
know
a
what
really
this
good
guy's
video.
doing.
Promote.
but it is super engaging. Like, no, it's not. Yeah, there's ways to fix it. I just think that censorship is a good thing, government-wise, politically wise, platform-wise. It's good because you can't remove anonymity. You just can't do it. It's not going to happen ever. It's never going to happen.
In theory, it would be nice, but in practice, it's not going to happen.
It's not. It's so many negative things can go with that. You got kids that are 13 years old. You got their addresses on. This is not going to go well.
Mm-mm.
Just
I would have to have a separate platform.
That's also not going to go well because that's going to destroy almost every platform. You're removing all teenagers? Oh, shit.
That's the biggest amount of users for the platform, probably.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. You really want to
YouTube
hurt
for
TikTok
kids.
and Instagram that much? I don't think that's a good idea.
You would
And
shut
it used
down
to be where
TikTok.
it used to be where children had no money to spend. But that's also different now because it's either they start bullying the parents until they give in, or they give them money and they have cash of their own now to spend.
You know what's good, though? What's good about this, and maybe this will happen with electric cars. The more people that have internet, right, the cheaper the internet price goes down. I don't know why that is, but maybe because they get to split it between X amount of people. Internet now, at the speeds that you have now, are half the price of what they were 5 years ago. For instance, my 2 gig down, 2 gig up, when I first moved out here, granted, they built all the lines to this house, so that was like a fresh install. That was $299. Now for my 2 gigs down, 2 gigs up, I pay $71 a month.
Wow.
That's in 3 years that has fucking changed. That's just going down.
$71 a month.
$71.99.
I pay $90
I pay for my
gig up.
peasant.
I pay $90 for 1 gig up and 1 gig down, and I just got a thing from Verizon telling me for 2 gig up and down you could pay $120. I think it's only a $30 increase.
That's it.
I mean,
Prices
I
go
don't
down.
need
The
that
more
speed.
people that use it, the more they get to split it.
No,
So
and not here. It gets more expensive every year.
that's because you guys live in the middle of the fucking woods. Okay, it doesn't apply to you. You have to have people around you for this to work.
I think it's true for the entirety of Belgium. Jay,
Yeah.
I think it's just one big forest.
That's it. It's a
It's-
bunch of forests and a bunch of Robin Hoods in it.
The carrier pigeons are getting more and more expensive. That's all.
I pay 73 for 850 down and 30 up.
Yeah, it's like cable speeds here.
Yep.
Yeah, they don't mess
That's
with
what it
that.
is.
They
It
just
is
care about
cable.
the download.
Cable
Yeah, that's why I gotta get fiber, bro. Up and down, same speed. And
Well,
now,
that
everybody-
is
now
something
everybody-
funny.
now everybody starts caring about upload because they're uploading videos.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
OF.
We'll have it up and running in 2035. Well, I'll keep you updated.
Nice.
That's actually, I'm not even kidding. That's the time frame. Legit. I work for the company that will do the most cables. They will do the massive rollout of fiber in Belgium. The time frame is 2035, and they will have 67% covered. If you look at the world map and you look really hard, you can find it in Europe, Belgium. It's somewhere
it's
in
gonna
there.
take them 11. Hold on, it's going to take them 11 years just to get 67% of the country done.
Yes.
Do you know how hard it
And
is
that's
to
the
run
next-
fiber? Do you know how
Oh, I
hard?
haven't.
We're talking about AT&T running fiber here. I was here for a year using Spectrum, and it took them.
Spectrum's
And
horrible.
they didn't even have to go that far. They already ran fiber up to the traffic like that. And do 2 miles. The permits, the digging, fiber lines. You got to be careful. You can't bend. You can't snap.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fragile. It's very difficult work, even though they got a bunch of Mexicans out there. But working their asses off. You know, I wanted to play that video. I got this. Don't you hate that when you got a long nose hair and it kind of just travels out your nose and up it? And
Oh.
this motherfucker right here.
Despise it. And then you try to pull it and you get that sensation in your nose.
Yeah, now it's just like every time I breathe out, just kind of flopping in the wind like a loose eyelash. It's just I'm right here, bro. Like, fuck out of here. I wanted to share that video that you posted. I think it was you, Jordan. I want to talk about this real quick. We were doing good without using content from the internet, but this is a good one.
Oh, yep.
If they were legal, they need to pay taxes.
What do you think is going to happen with the migrant crisis here in New York City?
It's getting bad because they're also next to my house and they piss on my door. I could tell that they're gang lords. I mean, they're tattooed up to head to toe. The people pissing on my door, they're tattooed up head to toe. And there's no law against illegal migrants committing crimes. So again, it's lawlessness, non-payment of taxes, siphoning all our money to their native countries, and it's just killing our economy. Eric Adams just said he's going to give 4,000 migrants jobs. That means 4,000 civilians have less jobs. It's just not fair to Americans. It's getting scary. Right now, people in the Bronx are getting attacked. People Upper East Side, 2 of them just got attacked. And it's illegal to buy mace. It's illegal to protect yourself. They're not legal. If they...
I want to focus on one thing she said. She said they're going to give 4,000 immigrants jobs for 4,000 civilians. Okay. I love when people use this argument because I have a great argument to counter that. But those 4,000 immigrants are going to work harder and not complain about the job versus the 4,000 people that are civilians here. Let's just be clear. And they're going to do it for less money, and they're going to do it better. So, yeah.
How come those
I'm going to hire the
4,000
Mexicans.
jobs? How come those 4,000 jobs weren't filled in already?
Yeah, that's what Tony just said in chat. Yeah, that's also the next question.
Yeah, they said that they're going to create new jobs.
Okay,
so that means
great.
Great. Jobs are not available right
Great.
now. They're going to create them.
Good. What's the problem with that?
Nothing. There's nothing wrong with that.
That welcome.
Let them create.
Wait. Welcome to capitalism.
Yep.
That's the country you live. That's the country you live in, right? You can always fucking leave if you don't like it here. Welcome to a capitalist country.
There's another argument to be made.
small
Would you
difference
rather?
there?
What's the small difference?
I don't know the specifics of this, but over here, if it's a company that actually needs those jobs and it gets filled in, I 100% agree with you. Capitalism for the win. If the government is now spending money just to create these jobs so they have something.
No, it's not the government. No, it's not.
No,
the
it's
government.
not. Okay, then I'm for it.
Yeah,
I'm for it.
that's not the government. That's New York.
Over here they do. Over here,
Yeah,
they
well,
do.
even
They create
if
stuff.
the government, well, yeah, that would be a great argument, but that's not the federal government. That's the state, and I think that's totally fucking fine because the civilians are going to say, "I don't want to do that job. I want to do it for $35 an hour." Fuck that, Pedro, come here. How much to cut the grass? 55 cents lemonade. You got it. Let's get it. Let's get it right now. Grab all your fucking buddies. I'll make tuna sandwiches for everybody. Fuck yeah. Let's get it. Because I know, and there's a lot of people, and I'm a disabled veteran. A lot of people that are like, oh, veterans on the street. A lot of questions. Why is he on the street? Like, he likes drugs. Okay? Next, why are you on the street? I've been looking for a job. No, you haven't. You've been on this fucking pole for the past 3 weeks. I'm real, bro. If you got somebody that, oh, you got all these jobs and we're giving it to immigrants, that's because you don't want to fucking do it. That's why. That's the answer.
Yeah, and would you rather the immigrant having a job and pay his way that way, or go into the crime and drugs and like the lady said, the drug lords?
But we need to be more specific, right? We need to be more specific. Immigrant or illegal immigrant? Because
look,
immigrant.
Either way. Hold on. Let me go into Dustin's thing. If you're a capitalist that cares about your country, you're not hiring illegals. Let me show you the bigger picture, Dustin. Watch this. It's 4,000 jobs. Okay. Now let's just say Eric. That's your mayor, right? Eric Adams. That's
Eric Adams. Yeah.
So
Eric Adams.
So he's gonna make those jobs for immigrants. Whatever, for illegal doesn't fucking matter. We'll say illegal immigrants. What does that do? Now, even though they don't pay taxes, what does it do? It builds up the capitalism in that state, right? Or in that town. Because now that's a bigger company. That's capitalism. Now, we're not talking about the taxes. That's irrelevant. It's building up something to make it bigger and have more power. Capitalism. That's all.
You're also not talking about fair. You're talking
it's not about fairness.
Capitalism.
It's about money, bro. It's about money. Money.
Money isn't fair.
True,
but what about the free money that you're giving out?
okay, I 100% believe in that system, but then you also can't argue or complain that in 10, 20 years, for the people that are legal citizens, the taxes have been going up steadily again and again, because you now have more illegal immigrants working that don't pay taxes, but capitalism is winning. Are you now going to tax then the business owners more to kind of close that gap, or are you going to make your own population poorer to kind of stabilize the capitalism or the gain of it?
But they weren't talking about illegal immigrants, right? They were talking about immigrants.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, they're talking about.
Go ahead, Spade.
They're talking about migrants. That's what the job. That's what everything is for. They're talking about the migrants, and they're also talking about giving each one of them, if they weren't working, taking $10,000 a month. I don't make $10,000 a month. That means you're going to make $120,000 a year. I don't make $120,000 a year. So how are the migrants going to come over here and make twice as much as I do? That's the issue. I don't care about them taking jobs. Let them, give them a job. But if they're going to sit at home doing absolutely nothing, getting $10K a month, that's where I have a problem.
So you're a little jelly.
I am jelly because I want to be a migrant now too. If I'm going to make $10K a month and do absolutely jack shit, of course. I don't think any one of us would say no. Unless you make more than $10K now. But that's a different story. But if you're not making $10K a month and you're making $5K a month, then yes, I want to stay at home and make that money too.
But why shouldn't you be? Well, shouldn't you be happy for that person? We talk about this all the time. Is you should be happy for other people's success, not be upset or envious or jealous of it.
That's not successful, Jay. You coming to a different country and getting freeloaded money is not a success.
But it's easy to be happy for somebody
hand in hand with hard work, Jay. You kind of have to earn it, no?
Right, hold on, Dustin. That's federally. It is not illegal in New York and in New Jersey for me to hire an illegal immigrant. It is not illegal. You can do it. You can totally do it. I did it by law at Vape Life. I can hire somebody that is not documented. It's all dictated by the state. You're talking about federally. State can do whatever the fuck that they want. Is it legal? Look, there's selling weed is not legal. It's not legal in any fucking country. But in the United States, we got states that just say, fuck it. We're just going to sell weed.
Here's money.
That's it.
But
no, and I get it. It's a valid argument, but I'm gonna use the same argument that we should be happy for other people that are more successful.
Yeah, but it is very easy to be happy for somebody else if it doesn't affect you. If Spade were to make 50K a month or 100, you think he would be bothered by an immigrant getting 10K a month? He wouldn't.
But he's working for it. That's the difference. He earned that.
But he still wouldn't.
Given success. Yeah, but he's
you know
not
what?
given
regardless
success.
of whether you earned it or not, right? We talked about this with the lottery. Did you guys fucking forget? Whether they earn it or not, if you get it, you get it. You should be happy for them.
No, there's a.
Is it going to affect your taxes? Yes, it's going to have a good effect on your taxes. They're going to go down. They're not going to go up. It's less money.
Experience we're having here.
Okay, but hold on. But it's less money that the general population has to pay. It's not more. It's less.
Oh. You mean when they get the jobs? You mean? Joe.
I'm saying you get 4,000 people that get a job here, right? And these companies are paying them out, or the government, state government is paying them out. Okay, for whatever. What are these jobs for? Spade. These ones in New York. These 4,000 jobs.
I don't know.
Are they government jobs? Are they?
Nobody knows. I don't think it's been stated. Nobody knows yet.
I'm just going to assume 100%. They're opening it up for diversity hires, right? Where states do this, they'll say, we want 4,000 more Mexicans in the workforce. That could be statewide, countywide, townwide. That could be even at Google, right? They'll say, hey, listen, like when you hire a convict, the federally you get a check for hiring a convict. Depending on what they did, that will dictate how much of you saw this in Office. Anybody saw The Office, where Michael Scott gets the money because they have a convict in the office. This is a very well-known thing. How much it is relevant. That money is not taxed. That does not bring up taxes. That's the government saying, look, we cut this check because nobody wants to hire this piece of shit. So you did. Here's some money. Now, does that affect everybody else? No. What these jobs are for may or may not help or be a detriment to taxes. But people will automatically assume that it makes the taxes go up. Well, if those civilians, again, if these people that are citizens of America that fucking love it here, go get the jobs then.
But they're going to provide labor and they're going to have to pay taxes as well, right?
Yes.
I don't know about that.
But they're at least doing something. I agree with Jay. If they're at least working, I'm fine with it. The
That's
problem
fine.
I'm
I
having
agree
is
with that.
You're not paying taxes and you're getting $4K a month. What is your
It's more than 4K, Jorn. Jorn, come to New York. Listen to me. Come to New York illegally, and we'll get you $10,000 a month. That's what's happening. Go ahead. Come to New York illegally.
See, they did this thing.
And we'll get you $10K a month.
I don't know if it made like national news headlines. So they did this thing in Edison. They had a textile factory, and some Chinese company was coming in to make, I don't know, socks or some shit, shoelaces, and they offered a job at the Edison Herald or whatever the local news is for 2,500 jobs. 2,500 jobs available coming up to this factory on Oak Tree Road. They had 3% filled by people in the area. 3%.
Wow.
Where else are they going to get the jobs from? People didn't want to work for $9 an hour. So where else are they going to get the jobs from? You want this factory to be here, which is going to help out Edison, help out build the economy, because now you have to build stores nearby so they can buy lunch, whatever, right? The population dictates that, capitalism. And then, but nobody wants to work there. 3%? Bro. Okay. So you got, 175 people to apply? And where'd you get the rest? They brought in a bunch of fucking Chinese people. That's what they did. They, like you, Jordan, you're trying to come here, and I put the shit in the paper. Nobody wanted to show up. So I've got 1,500 Chinese people that I'm related to over in Shuangdong. Can I bring them over? Yes, of course. Here you go. Here's a business.
That's it.
See, but then again, I think I miscommunicate. I have no problem with that. I have a problem with the government. At least Belgium has this, as this thing is, we're just giving out money. They're doing something. They're actually working, and then you're giving them money. Yes, even if they're illegal, I don't care. But you have to bring something to the table. Just
Absolutely.
getting here saying, hello, I'm here.
Agree.
And the government
I agree
provides
100% with that. I agree that they should not get a check that just handed to them. 100% agree. 100% agree. And I don't even give a shit if they pay taxes. As long as it brings something to the community, more fucking people, more businesses, great. Good. It's the greater
Aren't they
good.
always going to pay taxes in some regard? They're going to pay...
No, because like that federal thing, there were waivers that he could fill out to where he didn't have to pay any taxes. And I didn't have to pay any employment taxes on him.
Oh,
that's fine.
But no, if someone buys something, you still have what's it called in the States?
Wait, so you didn't pay employee tax
Value
on him,
added.
and you got
Nope.
paid by the government, and you
Yep.
got paid by the government to have him there.
So I had the little
So it's
Mexican
almost-
guy working for me.
So it's
It's a
almost
win-win.
like you're having a free employee. It was
That's it.
a
It's a
free
win-win.
employee.
Yeah, I was getting like $75 a month. $75 a month. I had to pay him. I paid him 60% of what the state paid him. Little Mexican guy. Whether when I cut his checks, there was nothing for any taxes anywhere. Nothing.
Wow.
It's just a write-off. That's it.
That's what I meant, Cody G. He can't completely avoid sales tax. Even if he's
no,
he's
you
still
can't avoid it.
contributing because all the
Yeah,
money
he's
he's
still
earning,
contributing,
he's spending
sure.
it.
Or he's
Right.
paying for his landlord when he's got 10 other people living in his house. You see that a lot up northeast, where you have 20 Mexicans in a house. I don't have a problem with that, bro. What the fuck's the problem?
He's going money back. There's
Yeah,
money
it's just
going
getting
back,
back
to
in
your
the
economy.
circulation. Who gives a shit? What is it really going to up your taxes by? Fucking $5? Please, come on.
Only if you do it
Problem
through
here,
our system, where
Jordan,
we're just
right?
giving it out.
the problem here is also that the government gives those money for doing nothing, and that money doesn't stay in the economy.
We do that
money
too.
goes outside.
We do that too.
That's a problem. That's
We do
a big
that too.
problem.
You have people that'll come here that will open up a 7-Eleven and bring all their money back home and then be millionaires in the country. We have that. Is there a way around it? Not really. It's the immigrants that brought it here, and we are those immigrants. So, yeah, it's just the way it works. But again, they're hiring people. They have to have diversity hires. They got that white dude working at 7-Eleven that's making $10. One extra dude working. What's the problem? Okay?
John, remember the incentive bounties they gave to go back?
Oh yeah, that was a lot.
So the government, at a certain point, the government went like, yeah, so if you're illegal here or you're, we're gonna give you like, I don't know the exact, what was it, 10K or something?
I think it was.
Here's 10K.
No.
And you go back to your country. It started at tourism. They brought them in by the busloads. Just to come into Belgium illegally.
If the state said, or federally they said, listen, everybody's taxes in the United States are going to go up 5%, 10%. What's the big deal? Honestly, what's the big deal?
What do we get out of it? It's going up. What's the reason it's going up?
More businesses, more jobs, more,
But is that really the problem, Jay? Because you
I
just
know,
said
I'm just
there's a
using
lot
that
of-
as an example.
Oh.
Let me ask Spade,
okay.
since you pay taxes. If they said, Spade, you're going to have to pay 10% more taxes. 10% more.
Again, my question would be, what's the reasoning for it? I'm paying.
We're going to
10%
build
more.
up. We're going to build up Brooklyn. We're going to build up a bunch of businesses, some nice corporations, some new mom and pop shops. We're going to fix the roads up. We're going to, and they actually do it, right? That's the key. They actually.
It's fine
do
with
it.
me. That's fine with me.
Fine, right? No big deal.
Fine.
That's what I'm saying. 10%, 5%. Fuck it. They're all going to raise it anyway.
But if the people, if the people who are sitting at home and they're pretty much just playing with themselves, getting free money, that's where I have
I
a
agree.
problem.
I'm not disagreeing with that. I am not.
That's where the
disagree
problem
with
is.
welfare. I disagree. Where in New Brunswick, New Jersey, I think it's one of the most populated states of people that just have babies for money, and New Jersey just writes them checks. I have a huge fucking problem with this. Like, you have 9 children and you're getting 9 checks from the government. Okay,
because that's their job now.
Okay, but you got to go. I'm sorry, you have to go. Like that's it. Round them all up. You, Rick James, everybody, round them all up. Put them in a fucking van, and you're all going back to Mexico. I'm sorry. We're done. That's it. We're done.
This is kind of.
That's why I'm getting assassinated first day as governor, by the way. Round everybody up. Round them all up, bro. Yeah, that's it.
I wonder if they would do the same thing if you make it a law. So you're telling me that all of these families, let's call them that, make a lot of babies and then the government support them until a certain age. What if the government would implement, okay, we pay for it, we're coming to collect it, which means when you're 18 and you're fit for military, you are now essentially government property. We pay for it.
I'm okay with that. I've been saying.
I've been saying force people
get
to
your
join the
citizenship by going to the services.
Well, you could
get
do
your
that in the
citizenship like
States,
this.
though. You could do that in the
No,
States.
you can't.
Yes.
No, you can't.
Yes.
Yeah, we looked
You
it up.
can.
We looked it up. I'm too old.
No,
I'm too
fuck,
old for it.
looked it up. I was in the service with people from Africa, with people from South America that did
But
not.
did they get their citizenship
when they're
finish?
done with their tour, the last year before the ETA, the government sends in paperwork to help you expedite your citizenship, even for Lance. Abso-fucking-lutely. You could come
make
here.
it more public. Make it more
It
public.
is
so
more
people
public.
can-
You can't get that. You go to a recruiter, say, "Look, I want to join the military for 4 years, and I want to be a citizenship." We got you. Sign this shit. Go. Now you don't get it if you get kicked out. You don't get it even while you're in. But
fine.
you still get a driver's license. You'll get a modified birth certificate, just like you're an
You still
American
get
citizen.
paid.
Yep. You'll even get a government paycheck federally. And they're not here legally. They're here, technically, yeah, you're illegal because you don't have any paperwork. But the government says, we'll help you because you're helping us. So
That's it.
I'll take that same
I'm okay with
mindset.
that.
I'd be willing to bet that half these fucking super right-wing Republicans and I'm not saying I'm left, I'm center. I'd be willing to bet. I challenge this. Crowder, all of them, Tim Pool, round them all up. Now, ask them a simple question. Did you serve in the military? I bet you the answer is no.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you the answer is no. Because they don't respect the government. See, I do. Because I served with the government for many years. Many years. I've seen governments write out checks for millions of dollars when soldiers die. I've seen that. So, yeah. I bet you they didn't.
So that's it. I'm gonna start telling anybody who's illegal, yo, just go to the army, go to any service, and
they could do it.
4 years, they could give you your paperwork.
They could do it.
Done.
Same here, Lance. When I was in Iraq, my first tour, I had 6 people that couldn't even speak fucking English. But that's okay, because he understood what we were doing, and you don't need to speak. You just
that's it.
That's fine. That's fine. Yes, of course. They just don't want to do it.
How do you?
Jordan, you could do it. Jordan, you could do it.
I was too old. I was too
you're
old.
37
now. He's over 35.
Yeah. Otherwise, yes.
They'd even send your wife here while you're in basic training to be here for you. Absolutely.
Oh, really?
Would.
And you'll get money for her to stay here.
I don't know.
Housing.
I don't think they would give you
housing.
I don't think you'd get BAH for that. They might put you on base in a house. Right, but they're not going to give you the check to where to live off base. I don't think so.
That's okay. You think she's going to care where she lives? She lives somewhere.
No, it's open for everybody. That's open for a Mexican, a Canadian, anybody. Whether or not you want to do that. I mean,
keep in mind, Spade, if I have to leave my wife somewhere, isn't the military base the safest place I can leave her?
Exactly my point. Doesn't matter. It's perfectly safe.
What do you mean,
For the most part, a government base is safer than my house, right? Like if I go to Fort Hamilton Station, it's probably safer.
I'm talking physical health. Like she doesn't get.
They changed it. There are some exceptions to that of
what are the
non-residents,
exceptions?
non-citizens. There's a lot, but technically, if you're a non-U.S. citizen, you must have a permanent resident card. Or be able to speak, read, and write English fluently. So that just changed though in December of last month.
Yeah. So you can't be illegal.
So John would be okay. John would be okay because he could speak, read, write, and English fluently.
But he's over the age. He's over the age.
Yeah, it's too late. But bro, before I'm telling you, these people. Nah, dude, I had somebody from Nigeria that like hunted giraffes. No shit. Did basic training, the running. I'm not fucking joking. His last name was Anoha. Like Onahu. And he would fucking do the PT test barefoot. Because he was used to running in like fields chasing giraffes. I'm not fucking around. Like, and he was he was black as shit, bro. When I say black, he was blacker than my walls. I mean, he was black. And when they did the pepper spray, did you know the blacker you are, the less effective pepper spray or maces?
No way.
Swear to God, bro. On my daughter's soul, swear to God. The blacker you are, it just does not affect you the same. So when they sprayed him, they had to use the foam shit that sticks to your face, not the stream. So it was on his face and he's talking. They're like, you don't feel anything. Nothing? Because he didn't speak much. It was just grunts and no's and yeses.
No.
No, they just run, okay? Take his shoes off and fucking run. I swear to God, true story, bro. Yeah, but they just, I don't know. So you could, if you really want to be a
Crazy.
citizen here, but ain't nobody want to do that. Ain't nobody want to risk their life for citizenship.
That's not true. That's
Did you
not
say
true. They
that I
risk
can
their
still
life.
do it?
Hold on. They risk their life coming up the border. That's risking your life.
That's one-time thing, right? It's a one-time thing.
Right. It's a
If
one-time
we
thing.
make it, we're good. Or Cuba, one-time
Right.
thing. Like Coast Guard
Right.
can fucking
Yes.
shoot with 50 cals on the
On
boat
site.
coming in. Absolutely, they can.
Yeah.
But
On
if you
site.
make it, that's one time you're in now. Versus that,
It's 4 years.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
what is
it's
that?
a little bit different.
You're being
1,500
sent
days.
out. You're being sent out and get shot at every day. That's a little.
But I'd be willing to bet, man, you ask any of these people if they served in the military, any of them. Simple question.
You think
But the
people
thing
in
is, though,
politics
most of them
would be
have
better
served.
if
Especially,
Sorry, go ahead.
think
Somebody. Go ahead,
people,
Matthew.
people in politics? You think it would be better if more of them served in the military?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
come on.
Absolutely. You'd have discipline, integrity.
Yep. Most of these people from down south have already served in their country. So coming over here to serve again for them should be a cakewalk.
In
They've already
Mexico,
done
is
it.
Is it mandatory in Mexico? Is it?
I think it's I think it's mandatory.
Is it really in Mexico? Yes.
Yes, they're obligated to a
Yeah.
they're obligated
Wow.
to a 1 year, one
Wow.
year military service.
Good.
So they're
You
used
know
to
what?
it
I
already.
think that's almost maybe that's why they're all such hard workers. I'm not
That's
being
it.
funny.
There you
Like
go.
maybe that's why,
Yes.
because they have that discipline.
Yes.
Okay, then great. That's transferable.
I'm with
Let
you.
him in. Let him in. Let him in. I got a better idea. I'd say open the borders. I'd be like Biden. Open the borders. Here's the deal. We're gonna open them, but we're gonna track you. Just like when you come here with a green card, right? We track where you're going. We could check up on you. We track where you're going. Anybody from anywhere in the world, as long as you served in the military, you come here, and if you could show you have 6 months to find a job. 6 months. If you do not find a job in 6 months, INS is going to come get you and bring you back to Mexico. But they're going to bring you down South Mexico, and they're going to take your shoes. Okay? All the way down to Mexico, like the fucking bottom, bro, like Central America. Okay? I don't even know what that is. Just you got no
Guatemala?
fucking shoes, and that's it. I don't know why that's the thing we're thinking. And the shirt. Drop them off down in Mexico. Let them walk all the way back up. Get some blisters. They're going to give up halfway through. Everybody else, you served in the military. We're going to give you 6 months to a year to find a job. You find a job, you pay taxes. Who gives a shit? What's the problem? Do you know how much fucking land we have in America to where that's how we founded this country? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with bringing people in? I don't understand. What's the argument?
No, they're not. Okay, that's the point. They're not arguing about people letting the people in. They're letting the people in illegally. Come here legally. You could come here as much as you want. That's the issue, Jay. It's not the fact that we don't want people here. We just want him to come here legally. And
People
if you
don't-
have to go join the service to me legally, go for it.
It's not about people coming in. It's about people not liking moochers.
Yes.
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 That's it.
100%. And that's everywhere, not just the U.S. No
The
one likes a
problem
moocher.
is with the legal route. And okay, bring them in, but do it legally. The problem is Jordan is trying to do it legally. And look how hard that is for him.
Okay, so then that means that they have to make the rules for coming here legally a bit more lax. Or, I mean, look,
A
he
lot.
speaks the language.
A lot more lax. Like a lot more.
I know people who come to this country who don't speak a lick of
Strict
English.
as fuck.
Jordan
This shit is
speaks English.
strict.
Right, but Jordan speaks English. I'm sure he could get a letter from his job stating that he's a hard worker. If he could line up a job when he comes, yeah, I'm sure he can get that too. Like, if you have these other ways of getting, like, make it like a point system. Like, you know how when you go to the DMV, you need a certain amount of points in order to get your license, to get your ID, or is that just a New York thing? Like you get 3
New
points
York,
if you have
New
your birth
Jersey.
certificate. Right.
No,
Okay. So make
yeah.
make it that way. Make it. You need to accumulate a certain amount of points.
They'll never
And
change
if
those
you-
legalization laws, bro. They're so strict.
No,
They're so
No,
strict.
they
They're
won't.
so strict.
But I like the military thing. I really like that.
It's just
I really
So
do.
let him serve 1 year, 2 years.
it's too
If
late.
he's too old,
I'm too far gone, man. What am
what's
I
the
gonna
reasoning?
do?
No, but what's the reasoning for 35 though? I never understood that. Why cap it at
Because you're
35?
dumb.
Well,
for?
it's not capped at 35. If you join National Guard or Nasty Girls, I think you could do it at 38. So did you? The Navy just launched a thing where there's no age limit.
Yeah, but I'm straight.
You have to. You also have to be a drinker.
Oh yeah, I'm not doing that.
Well, at least you can put your hands in your pockets, right?
Oh God! Oh, don't even get me started, bro. I'm gonna get pumped up. Don't get me started. You saw how mad I got with that. Don't get me started. We don't have a lot of military personnel in here, so
I thought
Yeah,
we
well,
had lots of
you know,
military hazers. No?
no.
And I mean real ones, not the ones that lost their papers in a
In the
big fire. Like
Fire,
real.
fire. The big fire of 82.
Legendary
when you weren't
fire.
even born yet.
Oof. But I heard about it.
A fire that.
All my papers, everything burnt.
Isn't
Including
there
my
a database?
uniform.
Right? Isn't there a database that you can get?
Yeah,
your
even
copies
people
from?
that were in Vietnam War and Korean War, all their files are scanned and upgraded essentially. So, if their stuff didn't get burnt in the fire,
Maybe I
Yeah, but
should
it's-
do that. The next time I entered the States, I would just go, oh, but I am a legal U.S. citizen. Oh, really? Where are your papers? Well, there was this big fire once.
see, Jordan, that's it
Hey,
really
if it
brings
works.
a valid question, like what Dustin says. Why not just come? I've asked you this. Why not just come?
It's because
Like, go to
Yeah,
fucking Mexico, land in Mexico, and then fucking get in a car, show up in Arizona, and then
And
just
then come to New York and you get 10K a month. Stay here
and
for
then
a
just
year. You got
fucking
120K.
Get a car from Arizona to Florida. Done.
Well, you
I
have
don't
to wait
understand.
wait
I
in
guess-
Mexico for like
I
14
guess
days.
it's probably fear because I really want to be legal as well. I really want to have the
But you could be
ability to
legal.
eventually call myself.
Problem
you
is
can
you
become
can't
legal
fly,
if
though.
you're here illegally.
And the problem is you can't fly from Arizona to Florida or Texas
No,
to
you-
Florida. You're going to need
you
an
don't have
ID for
papers.
that. And your passport's not
Yeah.
going to work. So you'd have to essentially just kind of boot, scoot, and boogie. Just get in a car and
Get your thumb ready and raise your pant legs to get a ride.
like
Oh, I'm bringing the wife.
I legitimately
Nice push-up.
wondered, like, what is the worst that's going to happen?
They'll
Oh,
send you
if
back.
for
Gotta get
some
moved.
That's
reason-
the worst.
Yeah, send you back, but then it's done. Once I have that on record, I will never ever be able to apply for a U.S. citizenship
No
or
risk?
being an American ever.
And what
but I really
happens,
want
John?
that
You
label.
wait 10 years, all these lotteries. You do all these things after 10 years, and you just keep getting denied. Back to back.
And
to
then
back
he'll do the
to
illegal
back.
thing. I'm
Then
sure
what?
he'll do the illegal thing at
Probably.
that point.
For now, I don't want to risk it. I really want. It sounds stupid, but I really want that label.
It doesn't sound stupid.
No, it's not stupid. It's not stupid. No, it's commendable because you want to come here legally and do things the right way. There's nothing stupid about that. The process of doing it is
eventually,
stupid.
I want to call myself an American. I really want that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Denounce my Belgium citizenship like that. And then I can burn all that, so remove any proof that I was ever here. That's how you do it. But I do agree with you. I'm not going to be a hypocrite in that way, Jay, that, well, pushed too many times, I will eventually resort to something like that, maybe.
But
I don't realistically, I don't see myself staying in this country for another 5 years, let alone 10 years. No, not at all.
But people who come here illegally can still become citizens after a while, right? What is it? You live here for 5 years with proof that you've lived here for 5 years.
Here's the rough spot, Spade. I'm white. Do you really think I have the same privilege that people tend to make out?
So when you go and do your paperwork, go to the tanning booth and get a little bit darker.
No habla inglés.
That's it. All you gotta go inside is no comprende. That's it. Fake it.
It's so crazy how difficult they make it for you. That blows my mind.
The weirdest part is they make it difficult for people that want to come in, want to have a job, want to do it legally, that want to contribute to the country. Well, let's make it easy for those people, hard for those people. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, well, you don't really know. That's another thing, right? We're going off of what? How do you prove that X amount of the people that are entering illegally are actually there with
Jordan, I'm gonna tell you what
intentions?
you need to do. Listen to me. You're not gonna like what I'm telling you. I'll tell you offline, but I have a plan for you.
Yep.
And I think it's gonna work very well. I didn't tell you what the lawyer said anyway, but yeah, I got to talk to you, and you're not gonna like what I'm gonna tell you, but I got a good idea. I'm full of good ideas. And with that being said,
yes, you are.
Yeah, we are 2 hours deep. I want to appreciate everybody for showing up. Hopefully, you enjoyed this Outside of Society. I can't believe it was 2 hours. We have time. My top. I still have the imprint on my nipples. We will see everybody for Outside of Society next week, same time, same rod. I believe that there will be a cash bait probably today or tomorrow, so make sure you are subscribed to that channel. I have to set up a bot for that. Oh, Lance just gave it right back to me. What a sweetheart. So Lance won the money yesterday.
I saw it. Jesus Christ, Lance, your face. That's something else.
Yeah, right?
Yo. His face won the internet yesterday to me.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Yo, that's stoicness. All right. Thank you all for watching. We'll see everybody next week. Stay beautiful.